All right, hey guys, here we are, hole two. We are going to be looking at shots here. What I typically like to do, you'll see I'm using quarterback. If you, for some reason you have more curl on your rock, usually early rocks don't have a lot of curl, but if you do have a rock with more curl, you'll want to use that one. I'm going to stick somewhere around 2 backspin, give or take. And we're going to try to maximize our curl, land around here or so. That's kind of what I'm thinking. So here you can see we're using just a bit of power, not very much. Do keep in mind that a 5 wind is going to be different than a 3 wind, so you'll just kind of have to play the shot that they give you. It looks like I am in the bunker, unfortunately. So a little bit more backspin to kind of keep that a little bit short. As you can see, since my curl's limited, if for example, I think I had like 70 curl on that. If, for example, I have 80 or 90 curl, if you have something with that much curl, you'll be able to bend it much easier around that tree, keep it out of the bunker. However, another thing that I can do is I can just back off the backspin a little bit, you know, somewhere in the 3, maybe 3.5 bars, and I can keep it short of that bunker as well. So that might be a good strategy for you guys, is just to try to keep it short of that bunker, because of the fact that we really can't curl it enough to get it over towards the hole. You really need full curl to be able to play that shot effectively. So without having 100 curl, it's almost always going to wind up to the right here. But in terms of this shot here, we're essentially just going to play it pretty tight to the hole, keep the ball guide inside the hole here, and it really just going to come down to perfect ball. There's no way you're ever going to slide in a great ball here with this little wind, so you really just have to have that nice timing. And it looks like I'm just a touch late. Either that or it kind of skipped on me. You know, I felt my release point was pretty good. I may have been a fraction late. It's hard to know for sure, but also, you know, sometimes that needle's a little jumpy too, so it could have just jumped over to the next click. It's hard to tell, but you know, all in all, it's going to be a good chance. The biggest thing that you'll want to do is try keeping it out of that bunker. Even if you're in the rough, you know, it might be better to almost backspin it too much and just wind up in the rough short, even if you had to, because the rough timing, needle timing, is going to be slower speed. So a rough is going to be just a little bit easier to hold out than a bunker is. So bunker is kind of like the worst case scenario that you want to wind up with there. But you want to play the ball guide pretty tight with early on clubs. You won't want to, you know, do too much with the guide. You want to make sure that, you know, you could see kind of the way that I put the ball guide kind of right in front of the hole, and really didn't, you know, try to focus on any kind of top spin or anything like that. It's just a little bit too much for early on clubs to even worry about. So it's much better to just play it that way, and, you know, hopefully that you get that perfect ball. With the perfect ball, it's going to go in. So keep all that in mind. Good luck, and I'll see you guys on 3 momentarily.